Michael Duane Johnson was born on September 13, 1967, in Dallas, Texas. He was the second of 5 children in his family, raised by his mother Ruby, a school teacher, and his father, who worked in construction. Growing up in a neighborhood where opportunities were scarce, Johnson found an outlet in sports. From an early age, he showed a strong interest in athletics, particularly in running. His natural speed was evident early on, but it was not until Johnson attended Kimball High School in Dallas, where his talent on the track was soon recognized. Initially, he was a football player, but after being advised by his track coach, he began to focus more on running. His speed quickly made him a standout athlete, and by the time he was a senior, he had earned a place in the state track and field championships. However, despite his raw talent, it was his disciplined approach to training that set him apart. After high school, Johnson enrolled at Baylor University in Waco, Texas, where he continued to excel in track and field. He was coached by Clyde Hart, a legendary figure in track and field who had also coached the likes of the great sprinter, Sonia Richards-Ross. At Baylor, Johnson not only developed into one of the premier sprinters in the country, but also earned a degree in business administration. His time at Baylor was critical in shaping his future. By 1989, at the age of 22, Michael Johnson had already made a name for himself on the national scene. His impressive performances at various collegiate competitions made him a rising star in American athletics. Johnson's breakthrough moment came when he won the 400 meters at the NCAA Championships in 1990. This victory marked the beginning of his dominance in the 400 meters and set the stage for his future success at the international level. Michael Johnson's breakthrough in the international track and field scene came in the early 1990s. He quickly emerged as one of the most promising sprinters in the world, known for his speed, precision, and distinctive running style. Johnson's form was different from most sprinters, characterized by his upright posture and unique arm movement. While critics initially questioned his style, it became clear that his technique was effective, and he began to dominate the world stage. In 1991, Johnson earned a spot at the World Championships in Tokyo, Japan. He competed in the 200 meters, where he finished in 4th place. This performance was a preview of the greatness to come, as he was beginning to demonstrate his potential in major international competitions. It was clear that Johnson had the ability to challenge the best sprinters in the world. The following year, he won gold in the 200 meters at the World Championships in. Johnson's career truly peaked in the mid-1990s, where his dominance in both the 200 meters and 400 meters was unrivaled. His gold medal performance at the 1995 World Championships in Gothenburg, Sweden, where he won both the 200 meters and 400 meters, solidified his place among the sport's elite. His victory in the 200 meters was particularly impressive, as he became the first athlete in history to run a sub-19-second race. At the 1996 Atlanta Olympics, Johnson reached the pinnacle of his career, winning gold medals in both the 200 meters and 400 meters. He became the first man since 1968 to win both events at the same Olympics, and his victory in the 400 meters was particularly historic. Johnson set an Olympic record of 43.49 seconds in the 400 meters, a time that would stand as the Olympic record for over 2 decades. His victory in the 200 meters, where he posted with his gold medals from Atlanta, Johnson cemented his status as one of the greatest sprinters in history. His performances in the 200 meters and 400 meters would continue to define his career for the next several years, with Johnson dominating both distances at major international competitions. In 1997, he won the 400 meters at the World Championships in Athens, further proving his dominance. His success was not limited to just Michael Johnson's achievements continued to accumulate as he racked up a series of victories throughout his career. His remarkable consistency in the 200 meters and 400 meters ensured that he remained a key figure in international athletics for over a decade. Johnson's main achievements include Olympic gold medals. Johnson won a total of 4 Olympic gold medals during his career. His first came at the 1996 Atlanta Olympics, where he won both the 200 meters and 400 meters. He later added another gold medal in the 400 meters at the 2000 Sydney Olympics. Johnson's ability to win in both the 200 meters and 400 meters at Olympic Games is a rare feat, and his achievements in these events helped to solidify his legacy. World Championship success. Over the course of his career, Johnson won a total of 9 World Championship gold medals, which included victories in both the 200 meters and 400 meters. He was particularly dominant in the 400 meters, where he won 5 World Championship titles, along with 4 in the 200 meters. World records. One of the most impressive aspects of Johnson's career was his ability to set world records. In 1996, he set the 400-meter world record of 43.18 seconds, which still stands as one of the most iconic records in track and field. He also set a world record in the 200 meters with a time of 19.32 seconds, a record that was not broken until Usain Bolt's legendary performance in 2008. Johnson's ability to first to win 200 meters and 400 meters at Olympics. Johnson made history by becoming the first athlete since 1968 to win both the 200 meters and 400 meters at the same Olympics, and he did so with ease. His performances in Atlanta are still regarded as some of the most impressive in Olympic history. Longevity in the sport. Johnson remained competitive in the sport for over a decade. His success at the 2000 Sydney Olympics, where he won gold in the 400 meters, was another testament to his longevity and ability to compete at the highest level even as he entered his 30s. Despite his immense success, Johnson faced his share of challenges throughout his career. One of the biggest challenges he encountered was dealing with injuries, particularly in the latter years of his career. After the 2000 Sydney Olympics, Johnson struggled with injuries, which impacted his performance at various competitions. He was forced to miss the 2001 World Championships due to an injury, and he also faced setbacks leading up to the 2004 Athens Olympics. In 2004, Johnson made an unsuccessful attempt to qualify for the 200 meters at the U.S. Olympic trials. After facing a series of injuries and struggling to return to peak form, he retired from the sport shortly thereafter. However, his legacy was secure, and he was widely regarded as one of the greatest sprinters of all time. After retiring from competitive athletics, Michael Johnson transitioned into a career as a television commentator and analyst for NBC Sports. His deep knowledge of the sport and his insightful commentary made him a respected figure in the world of sports broadcasting. Johnson also became involved in various charitable efforts, including the Michael Johnson Performance Center, where he worked to mentor and develop the next generation of athletes.